My name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit. And finally, I have my intro for 50 Shades of Yellow or Gold. I wanted to do this project like when they first announced what the color was going to be. This is a Fantastic Ladies project. And when we were voting, I was super curious and excited to see what was coming up because I decided to do 50 Shades of Green, which was last year's project, partway through. I don't quite remember when I started it, but I know it was within the last few months of the project, just to kind of get a feel for it. But as soon as I knew it was going to be yellow or gold, I wanted to get in on this project. I did a thumbnail for it and everything, but it started in April, which is when I was like in my lull of not doing any makeup videos. So unfortunately, I never did an intro, so we're doing it now. I am filming this a couple of days early, but we will get it posted in time. So I'm not going to start using any of these products until October 15th. This goes until April 15th of 2024, and then the new color will start at that point. So I think what I'm going to do with this project is similar to what I did with the 50 Shades of Green. Unfortunately, I don't have an outro for that. I honestly don't even really remember what was in that project, except those Moroccan hair oils. I had 2 of them in here. You guys, I finished them both. It was definitely after April, but I finished both of those hair oils and I'm so excited because I really didn't think I was going to get anywhere near there. But I did it. I'm happy. I'm proud of myself, and I've been using hair oil ever since. So I still have no idea what it does, but I use it all the time. But what I was doing with that project, if you didn't watch it, was I think I was only working on about 5 or maybe 10 products at a time. And then when I would roll something out, I would just roll something in to replace it. I'm essentially going to do the same thing, but cut that back. So instead of working on 10 products, I'm going to work anywhere between, I think, 3 and 5 products. Just want to keep this really chill. I really am trying not to pull eyeshadows into this project. As much as I was panning a lot more last year, I was doing a lot more projects last year. I, for some reason, feel a little more overwhelmed this year. Maybe it's just because I had a lull and I'm trying to get back into it, and I have no idea what it is. But I really don't want to pull eyeshadows in unless it's like an actual eyeshadow based project, or just sprinkle them in here and there. I am okay with that, because I do want to get some use on my project or on my palettes and my eyeshadows in general. And a lot of the eyeshadow projects I'm doing are like palette based, except for pan those eyeshadows. But if I can just kind of sprinkle in shadows here and there, as long as I'm not feeling overwhelmed, I will do so. So I think I just want to keep this down to like 3 to 5 products at a time. When I roll something out, I will roll something in. So I'm not expecting to hit the 50 mark by April by any means. I wasn't expecting to hit that for the 50 Shades of Green either. I would just like to see how far I can get, and then maybe continue on next year depending on what the color that's chosen is. So I have a few products here with me right now. I will go through them with you and take it from there. So first off, I guess technically I have 3, but I'm going to count it as 5, and I will show you in just a second. But we are going to start off with my Champagne Toast Spray from Bath & Body Works. I think this was in Pan Your Name for the letter C. That's in my name. I didn't do an outro for that project either, now that I think about it. But this is where we're sitting at. I want to say that for that project, I wanted to hit the top of these champagne glasses. So clearly I have finally hit that goal. I'm almost down towards the bottom. So I'm going to make it my goal just to hit this ribbon where it says Champagne Toast. I'm not going to give myself any difficult goals. I just want to work through things best that I can. Once I hit this, maybe I'll roll it into this project later or another project at another time, and just, oh, you can't even see past that, and just like work my way down this little by little. Essentially, I would love to finish this off. That's my ultimate goal with it. But for this project, for right now, I just want to finish up until the top of this yellowish ribbon. So that is the first product that I will be working on. Next, I have a single eyeshadow, which I swear, me and palettes and products, and if anything is broken in here, no. What is with me dropping all of my stuff lately? Okay, This is a Sydney Grace magnetic palette. I do have a shadow in here that was from my Paranormal Pantivity project. If you watch that, you may have an idea about what this eyeshadow is. So I'm going to show you right now. This is in another project, so we are going... It's not broken, but I swear to God, I am not allowed to touch singles ever again. Like, I am not purchasing any more eyeshadow singles. Do not let me purchase any more eyeshadow singles. I had mentioned something about that in my Pan Those Eyeshadows, as I had the Glaminatrix Nearly Natural singles on their way. I think they were delivered like a couple days after that. It's in a magnetic palette as a palette. That's how I'm considering that. I just couldn't buy the actual palette itself. I had to buy the bundle, the single bundle. But I'm considering that a palette, not singles. But I am not allowed to touch any more singles. I'm not allowed to buy any more singles because they just do not seem to work for me. But these singles did not come as singles. They came in a palette that I depotted, which I've been doing a little bit lately. But anyways, the shadow I'm going to work on is this gold right here. Now these three, can't quote me on which palette they're actually from. I want to say this one's from Soft Glam, but this was my Soft Glam / Norvina eyeshadow palettes from ABH. I had them in Paranormal Pantivity for some prompt that I can't remember anymore. There was 4 of these pans left because I had depotted the 2 palettes. There was a bunch of shades in there that were just crumbling or super dry and I didn't really want to work on anymore, but I depotted the ones that I wanted. I never really touched them or used them. These have expanded for sure since Paranormal Pantivity ended, which was for me 2 months ago. And I did have a 4th pan in here, so I did finish that one off. I want to completely finish these off. For some reason, even though I don't ever reach for them, and I really wasn't through with that project, I just can't let them go until I finish these off. I don't know what it is about these shades, couldn't tell you, but I really want to finish these off. So even though these two are very, very close, this is the one I'm going to work on, which is a strict gold shade. This one in camera looks a lot more gold, but it's a lot more like of a rosy gold. This one is just straight gold. So, which really, I guess I could use either one of them, bro. They're both gold. I'm going to focus on this though. I'm probably more than likely going to wear it. I was going to say on the lower lash line, and I can definitely do that. I do have a gold that I want to wear on my lid. That is in a project. It's my Bronze This Way, the Essence Bronze This Way palette. There's a gold in there that I want to hit pan on. So I could pair this with that and get like a solid look, even just all over the eyelid. Just use the two together. Use this on the bottom lash line or the other one, make them work together. I think this would look better with that shade than this one would. So I'm going to go and stick with this. My goal is to finish this. I know it's going to take some time, but I really want to get these out. But for some reason, I cannot just throw them out. I feel like I really need to finish them, so I'm going to. So my goal for this is to finish it. Even if it takes me a little while, I'm going to make sure I finish it. This may be in here until April, just with how my track record has been using these shades, but I'm going to make sure that I use it. And if I have it in a project, I might use it a little bit more than if it was just on its own, because I feel like I need to focus on my project shadows more than not. So we are going to make sure that I focus on this and get some use on it and roll it out for sure by April when the project ends, but I'm really hoping that it'll be completely finished at that point. So those are two. Now, the last product I'm going to show you is on a sample card, but technically there's 3 products. So what this is the Becca highlighters that are Becca's no longer around. This one is Moonstone, this is Champagne Pop, and this is Chocolate Geode. Now I want to use all 3 of them because they all 3 are like a gold. So Moonstone is a soft incandescent gold. Champagne Pop is a soft gold with a pinky peach pearl, and then Chocolate Geode is a rich chocolate brown with a gold pearl. So because they all have gold in them, I want to use them all. Obviously this is not going to be a highlighter on me, but I could use it all over the eyes. So this might be like an eye look or two. And then these two, I've never actually used Champagne Pop, believe it or not. So I've always wanted to, so I would like to see what it looks like as a highlighter. And then Moonstone, I've used up a mini before. I've gone through and hit pan on another one, so I know I'll be able to use this one no problem. This is probably only going to be like a day or two's use. Same with Champagne Pop, and then hopefully I can get some use on this Chocolate Geode shade and just use it all over the lid. So I am going to count them as 3, so technically there's going to be 5 in here, but I think that once I roll out all 3 of these, because I have a feeling I can roll them all out by the next update, then I may only roll in 1 product, maybe 2. I don't know if I'm going to keep 5 in here at a time, but it's going to be anywhere between 3 and 5 from now until the end of this project. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Hopefully this project works for me, and hopefully I get around to actually doing the outro this year, or I guess next year. And I'm really excited, even though it's only October, to see what the next color is going to be, because I would like to actually join in on this from the beginning and like work my way through and actually see how many products I can finish off based off of a certain color. That's part of why I wanted to start 50 Shades of Green last year, just to kind of see how my collection would turn out, or just to see if I even have that many products with that specific color in my collection, if it's something that is easy for me to pull in, or if it's something that's not so easy for me to pull in and I really have to struggle to find products to pair with that color. I think it'd be interesting to kind of see. But with that being said, those are the products that I'm going to roll in at the moment. And then I may pull eyeshadows in here and there because it's easy to pull in a gold eyeshadow, a yellow eyeshadow over something else. I don't know if I want to use nail polish. I have a gold on my nails currently. I use it all the time, so I could technically pull that into this project too. I don't know if I want to pull my nail polish in though. That's kind of up in the air. I feel like pulling in a nail polish for me would be like a last resort. Like I really can't find a product and I want to make it like a 3 or a 5 product update or whatever. So I may pull in nail polish for that, but we'll just have to see how it goes. So without me continuing rambling on for absolutely no reason, that is the end of this update. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys all later. Bye.